करता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are studying Panchadashi. Because many of you may be new, so just little introduction. In Panchadashi, it is the ultimate text in Vedanta Shastra. If somebody says, I am a Christian but I do not know what is the Bible, in the same manner, if somebody says, I am a Vedanta student but I do not know what is Panchadashi. So important. It is an exhaustive exposition on these three words, Sat Chit Ananda. Each word is given 5 chapters. So 5 into 3, it becomes 15. Therefore, like the Vaishnavas have got the Ekadashi, Vedantis have got Panchadashi. First 5 chapters talk about what is Sat, what we call Tattva Viveka. The second 5 chapters talk about the Chit, what we call as the light or the Deepa, Chitra Deepa, Trupti Deepa, etc. And the last 5 chapters talk about Ananda, Ananda Mimamsa. What exactly Ananda means? Is it to be created or it is to be discovered? And for that, the first chapter, that is the 11th chapter in this Panchadashi, talks about Brahmanande Yogananda. How Yogabhyas helps us discover our divine nature. That was the first topic we have completed. Then the second chapter comes, the Brahmanande Atmananda. Now here, the discussion begins. Is it that the Brahmananda experienced by yoga is superior or different than the Brahmananda attained through the Atmananda? That is the discussion. See? And in that, we came to the 79th verse. Before that, it was said that Satchit Ananda, Sat is established by a simple analysis of our experience, for which we do not require any authority of knowledge. And what is that? We never experience our absence. Therefore, Sat. Second thing, whether I am or I am not, I don't have to ask anybody's authority. So, I am, it is Pramana Nirapeksha Anubhuti, that experience which does not involve operation of any known means of knowledge. I am, how do I know? Through the sense organs, through the mind, or through the intellect. Sense organs create objectivity, mind creates emotions and dvandva, complementary opposites, and intellect creates concepts. The truth is neither an object of knowledge, nor an emotion, nor a concept. And therefore, this reality has to be recognized, that is Atmananda. So when this is said, a question is raised, Chaitanyavad sukham chasya svabhavasya chidatmanaha dhribhutteshu anuvarteta sarvasu api chitiryatha. If we say, Chaitanyavad sukham cha asya of this conscious self, like the consciousness is also bliss. That means Chit is Ananda, Chidananda. If that is its nature, then this consciousness should be experienced in every thought, in every experience. One should be able to experience happiness and bliss in everything. But we are not able to experience. Therefore, how can you sort out this? See? Therefore, only by knowing truth is not realized. You have to do yoga. That is the main thing. So the teacher explains this thing. Ma evam ushna prakashatma deepastasya prabhagruhe vyapnoti na ushnata tatchit tatchitehe eva anuvartanam. See, a lamp in a temple or in a room is kept. Now that light of the lamp will go everywhere throughout the room. But the heat from that lamp will not permeate the whole room. Does it mean that the lamp has got only the light and no heat? Then why it happens? Tadva chitehe anuvartanam. Depends on through which this bliss is expressed. See? Now this is one important principle we have to learn. Whatever appears under n number of conditions is an illusion. Again I repeat it. Whatever appears under n number of conditions is an illusion. See? For example.
ड्राइवर है ना, आपको नीचे ड्राइवर है ना गाड़ी वाला, वो थोड़ा निकालने का गाड़ी, बाजू वाला गाड़ी निकालने का.
अच्छा, ड्राइवर. You may be owner, but you are a driver. So, because of the upadhi conditioning, one appears to have become many. Like a common example which is comfortable for you to understand. One man, upadhis, father. That man has become a son. The same man, upadhi, wife. He has become the husband. The same man has become the father because of his son. So, this man who is happiness, he will express happiness where either in front of his father or in front of his son. Isn't it? No, what is the reason? Reason is what vritti, what thought through which the consciousness is expressing. Because this consciousness, this man cannot afford to show happiness in front of the wife. And does it mean he is not happy? He is happy. Therefore, for all the husbands, a Vedantic advice, when you go home, don't go happily. Go home with a frown on the face, frustration. Then she will be happy. If you go, ha ha ho ho, kisko mil kya hai? This is Vedanta. Remember your divine nature. And wherever, whenever, whatever you are, Karnataka. That's it. In the same manner, this conscious bliss, everything is consciousness, so everything should express happiness. Why it is not expressing? This is the question. See? So, here it is said different thoughts. Depending upon the thought, the experience is different. Example is given again. Gandha Rupa Rasa Sparsheshu api satsu yatha pruthak eka ikshena eva evartho gruyate na itarasatha. Take a flower. In that flower, all the 5 attributes are together. They are not separate. The same flower is a good smell, different color, different taste, different touch, different taste. See? Same flower. They are separate. Now, that separateness is not recognized by us unless we use all the 5 sense organs. And therefore, what we have to understand, that although conscious bliss is everywhere, is it able to express? See, take a daily example, electricity. Through the bulb only light. Why not music? Through the bulb only light. Why not something different? No, only light. So, although Chidananda, conscious bliss is always there, expression depends on the conditioning, the upadhi, through which it is expressing. And therefore, by one sense organ, only one thing is understood. Does it mean that other things are not there? Therefore, Chidanando no naiva bhinnau gandhadyastu vilakshanaha iti chet tad bhedopi sakshini eva anyatra vavada. Now question is raised. Chidanando naiva bhinnaha gandhadyastu vilakshanaha. So, Chidananda, they are not different as compared to the 5 experiences, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. If this is your objection, then tell me that differences are seen in the object or in the experiencer. See, get this point. That flower is having all the 5. Is this known by the flower or by the one who is experiencing the flower? So we are talking about Chidananda as our experience. See? World exists only if it is experienced by us. That which is not included in our mind doesn't exist for us. This is the foundation of knowledge. See? Many times it happens. See? Once in Sydney it happened. We had some satsang and then dinner. And while taking food, I received one message. I read the message, kept the phone, finished dinner, and I told my host, I said, hey, you drop me up to the car. Others need not come, okay? Please leave me for some time alone. So I came with him, sat in the car. My friend who was driving, he was ready to start. Then I showed him the message. I said, look here, now go and don't create a chaos. I know this is something bad which has happened. But don't destroy the joyful moment of all the people over there. He read the message. Some bad thing has happened. But it has happened, but it was not known. Therefore, it didn't exist for him. So where is the whole world? It is only in the mind. See, friends, this phone has no experience, whether it is kept on the table or it is lying in a gutter. Experiences are for the sentient beings, not for the inert world. Two chairs next to each other, some motu comes. So one chair will not tell, मैं तो जा रही हूँ, motu आ रहा है. No, because they are inert. Therefore, where we are talking about Chidanando Naiva Bhinna, conscious bliss, they are not two. But if you argue, no, but this smell, taste, they are different. Yes, they are different in the object. But are they recognized they are different in the object? The object doesn't understand. It is we who knows. And therefore, Sakshani va anyatra vada. It is Chidananda we are talking about in the self, the experiencer. Adde gandhadyayo api evam abhinna pushpavartinah akshbhedena tadbhede vritti bheda tayor bhida. So, in the pushpavartina gandhadayaha, in the flower, whatever all the various qualities, they are seen separate because of the different sense organs. And therefore, the consciousness as a bliss is also experienced in the different quality of thoughts. Get this point. See, different quality of thoughts. In this example, flower is something different. All experiences happening in the mind. Now, what is the quality of the mind where the experiences are happening? See? So, vritti bhedas tayor bhida. Now here it is. Sattva vrutto chit sukhaikyam tad vrutte nirmalatvataha rajo vrutteshu malinyat sukhamsho atra tiraskritaha. Now here, up to here we have seen last time. Sattva vrutto chit sukham aikyam. When you are at peace, sattva vritti. Now understand this little bit technical but very important to understand. It is sattva. See? Sat means existence. Tva is a suffix added. Sat plus tva. Together, sattva. Now what is this tva? This tva is ness. Good, goodness. See? Sat, reality, realityness. Only being without becoming. How we become? देखो, सुनो, बक करो. देखो. When we see or we hear, we comment. Immediately, a seer is born and his comments come depending upon his quality of mind. If he is agitated, his experience will be misery. See, like when we go by car. Now, people are somehow struggling to reach to their destination. What is that? 10 minutes. No? And they have to deliver the pizza within short time. Now, poor boys, they are running here and there. Suddenly they come. Now, they go. They have no problem. But the driver who is driving, he is disturbed. See how simple it is? So, when we are living in this world, this is the principle we have to learn from this mantra. Sattva vrutto chit sukha aikyam. Conscious bliss is merged together. They are not separate. But it can be recognized only in the sattva vritti. That means experience without experiencer. See? You know what happens? There was a hunter who used to go and spread the net in the jungle and throw some grains, birds will come and he will catch and take them. So there was an old bird like me. He has nothing to do, nowhere to go. So he was telling to all the other birds, look here, my dear, do not go and perch on that net. That hunter will come, spread the net, throw the grains, and if you go and eat that, he will catch you and take away. Understood? Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya. Understood? The hunter came, spread the net, put the grains, birds came, started perching. He collected them, put them on the back and was going. And the chanting was going. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat. See, friends, this knowledge must be translated in experience. See, if we have understood this, that happiness is experience, rather, happiness is manifested. See, that happiness which is experienced is bhog. That experience which is manifested is bliss. See, my friends, it's not difficult. We have to ourselves recognize this. So, sattva vrittau chit sogakyam tad vritte he nirmalatvataha. Because the sattva vritti is free from objectivity. In the language of J. Krishnamurti, it is objectless awareness. In simple words, we tell you, experience without experiencer. Joy without enjoyer. Knowledge without the knower. In simple words, when the experiences are on the platform of the triad, experiencer, experiencer and experienced, Triputi, then we are functioning at the mind level. But when we are, although functioning through the mind, because without mind we can't function, but we are not getting influenced by the experiences. See, as the wise man also looks at the world with the same eyes, mind, everything. We also look through the same mind, eyes, everything. But he is not influenced. But we are always influenced. Therefore, that mantra appears simple, but it is the most intense mantra. देखो सुनो मत बोलो, ट्राई करके देखो. Do not allow anybody to be born. Just be. Now, tad vritte nirmalatvatah rajo vrittestu malinyat sukham sha atra tiraskrutah. But when the mind is agitated, meaning rajo vritti, rajoguna vritti, then what happens? Because of the agitation, sukha amsha, the bliss aspect of the consciousness is hidden. See, it is the same experience. Somebody is happy, somebody is miserable. What is the reason? The one who is miserable is reacting in life. The one who is happy is only acting in life. Don't react. And friends, nobody can help us in this. Spiritual practice cannot be done by proxy. We have to live our life, we have to die our death, we have to work on our spiritual platform. Maharaj ji, mere liye kindly do one Mrityunjay Mahamantra Japa for me. Okay, Sethji, Dakshina, you people are greedy. Money, money, money. Okay, take 100 rupiah. So, Panditji turns. No, this Sethji turns and Panditji tells. Sethji, हो गया. इतनी जल्दी, so quickly? 100 रुपये में ऐसे ही होता है. देखो महाराज, there is no proxy on the spiritual path. Rajo vrittestu malinyat. And therefore, what should be our approach? Stop reacting in life. When we react, we are miserable. On whom you react, they are happy. They don't get disturbed. You must have seen your kids. See? When you become angry, they enjoy. आज मम्मी का पारा चढ़ गया है, शांत रहे ना जरा. They are not miserable. They are taking us for a ride. And yet we don't learn. They have learned Vedanta. And we are still suffering. So, rajo vrittestu malinyat sukham shaha tatta tiraskritaha. Now, example is given. Tintini phalam atyantam lavanena yutam yada tadam lasya tiraskarat ishad amlam yatha tatha. See? Tintini phalam means imli. What you call in English imli? Turmeric. Turmerind. Teri meri ind. Teri meri ind. See? So that imli is so bitter, sour rather. But when it is associated with the salt, that intensity of that taste is reduced. In the same manner, consciousness is bliss. But this bliss aspect is reduced because of Rajoguna agitation. See, friends, therefore, thought without contents is God realization. See? Therefore, focus attention on this. Now, when this is said, up to here, we have seen the importance of Brahmananda, Atmananda. Now here, the yoga student is again bringing it. Nanu priyatamatvena paramanandatatmani vivektum shakyatam evam vina yogena kim vada. Now here, priyatamatvena paramanandatatmani. This comes in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Whatever is the source of happiness, that we love, that we like. How simple. Whatever is the source of happiness, that we love, that we like. Whatever is the source of misery, that we don't love, we don't like. Now, everything in this world is dear to us. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. The husband is dear to the wife, not for the sake of the husband, but for her own sake. The wife is dear to the husband, not for the sake of the wife, but for his own sake. But we are dear to ourselves, only for ourselves. Therefore, we are the source of happiness. So, Nanu, Atmani Paramanandataha. The self is the ultimate bliss. Atmani Paramanandataha Priyatamatvena, being the most dear to us. Priyatama. Priya, Priyatara and Priyatama. What we call the comparative thing. So, Priyatama is superlative. Priyatara is comparative. Priya is ordinary, infinitive. So, Priyatamatvena Vivektum Shakyatam. It can be separated, and therefore, is it possible without yoga? Yogena vina kim bhavet? What will happen? Now, the reply to this is, Yad yogena tavedeti vadamo jnana siddhaye yoga prokto vivekena jnanam kim nopajayate. Now this is the discussion between these two types of approaches. Path of knowledge and path of yoga. So, yad yogena, in Bhagavad Gita also 5th chapter it comes. Ekam sankyam cha yogam cha yap pashyati sapashyati. Sankhya, knowledge, yoga is yoga. They are one, they are not two. So, yad yogena tavedeti vadamo dhyana siddhaye, we told you very clearly, for the attainment of the direct knowledge, yoga is the means. It is not the goal. It is here most of the yogis get lost. What they say maximum? If you practice yoga, then you will be healthy and you will live long. For what? For doing yoga. Hare Krishna. This is the only purpose of life. Go on twisting out, twist kare. See? There is something much more in life. So yoga is perfect, no doubt about it. But it is not the destination. See? We should have a very good car, very nice road, everything is true. But are you going to sit in the car whole life? It is just a means. See? This is called a sadhya sadhan vivek. Yoga is sadhan, means. Karma is the means. Upasana is the means. Karmani chitta shuddhyartham. Karma is not done for fulfillment of desires. But we all know only one thing. Karma is done for fulfilling the desires and samsara continues. Upasana is done for getting the favors, not the judgment. See? All those who are asking God to give, oh Lord, give me this thing, I will do this upas, that upas. So what you are doing? Bribing God. It is not the judgment that is given, but the favor that is sought. See? So, karmani chitta shuddhyartham. Mind should be purified. Now, what is the purified mind? That mind which does not carry the burden of personal likes and dislikes. That is a pure mind. Now, we are living in this world. Who is the prompter? Who is prompting us into activity? Our personal likes and dislikes. I like it, therefore I go. I don't like, I will not go. So, this karma is the guiding factor for us, which should be the shama, should be the destination. See, friends, how important it is to recognize this. So, karmani chitta siddhyartham. Now, how the purification of the mind happens through karma? Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Whatever are your obligations in this world, fulfill them, lest you will be left with regrets in your life. You know, in the old age, these are the two big problems. Some people come and ask us, therefore I know. Regrets. Regrets of two kinds. What should have been done was not done. What should not have been done was done. Kimahagam papam akaravamiti, kimahagam sadhuna karavam. These two regrets kill the old man although he is alive. And therefore, if we are leading our life according to our obligations, complete your obligations, you will be left with no regrets in life. See? And that is what is the spiritual practice. But what we do, we want to go and improve the society, social work. Please remember, social work is not spiritual practice. You know who are the social workers? Those who are utter failures in their personal life. They want to take the revenge on the society. And if he is a non-smoker, his spiritual, his social work, nobody should smoke. If he is a teetotaler, nobody should drink. You know, one of our prime ministers, Morarji Desai. He lost only because of that one bottle. Look, why you worry about it? This is how we should be clear. The spiritual practice is working on our mind, not on the world. So karmani chitta shuddhyartham. Then aikagriyartham upasanam. Upasana is done not for fulfilling the desire by wrong means. Upasana is fulfilling the desire by the wrong means. We go to the minister, take 3 crores and let my son get this thing, that thing. Upasana. Upa, near. Asana, go and sit near God. Kardono yaar. Beggars. So upasana is done for what? Now be attentive. When the upasana is done, the impact of that upasana should fall on God or on the person who is doing the upasana. See, if I am doing weightlifting, that weight should become healthy or I should become healthy. See, if I am chanting the Lord's name, my mind should become purified. God doesn't need our name, chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. On the contrary, he must be getting bored. See? The most miserable God is Ram. Every Tom, Dick and Harry, Ram, 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 Ram. Can you imagine how must be frustrating it is? Your kids, if they are running after you, Mummy, 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 kya chahiye? Mummy, Mummy, kya chahiye? Mummy, 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 Mummy. Give you one, chup. Same, Ram, 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 Ram. Hanumanji, huh? Don't imagine upasana is for pleasing God or fulfilling our desires. Upasana is for arresting the thought flow. See? Thought flows are problem. Thoughts are not the problem. See? Now we have to learn how the thought flows happen. See? If you have travelled on Samruddhi Marga, I have gone there 2, 3, 4 times, very good road, straight away. When there is no obstacle, no nothing, straight, you get an effect of lullaby. Because no activity. And then suddenly you go and dash somewhere. Like on ceiling, it happened yesterday, day for yesterday. See? So what they do? On the road, somewhere in between there are speed breakers. So when the car goes, you come to Narama. Exactly. When the thoughts are pertaining to something finite, make it very clear. When the thoughts are pertaining to something finite, there will be thought breeding. I had to go and attend the lecture. Now what time my friend will come? He said he'll come at 5:15. I hope he doesn't come tomorrow 5:15, In that case, I will take Uber. But these days Ubers also are very difficult to get. Because the theme is finite. So one thought will breed the next thought. Now take Lord's name. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Complete. Next thought will not be bred. And therefore, there won't be a thought flow. See? Therefore, this upasana is meant for making the mind available to us. What they call chitta ekagrata. Ekagrata, single-pointedness. Now most of us under single-pointedness, that is not the meaning. See? Otherwise take, the thread, put in your mouth and salivate it and then make it hard and then take the needle and put into the eye of the needle and it has not gone. That is not ekagrata. Single pointedness mind means mind is available to us whenever we want, for whatever purpose we want, for whatever length of time we want, the mind is available to us. It is for this purpose upasana is done. So, by karma, tamoguna is removed. You have to be active. So, invocation of the Rajoguna is through karma. Then, when we are active, we should not be prompted only fulfilling the desires. But we should have clear understanding that an occupied person is a healthy person. If you are not occupied, you will only think about khane ko kya milega. Those houses where old men are sitting whole day at home, the ladies in those houses, they have done mahapapa in the last life. Therefore, in this life, they will be constantly, Bahu, breakfast ke liye kya banaya? No other theme. Khao, khao, khao. Therefore, keep yourself occupied 24/7 in life. Never think of retirement. There are many well-wishers, they tell me, Swamiji, don't run, you are running too much, coming here, going, like that. Why are you running so much? Stay for some time in one place. Okay, Baba, thank you very much for your concern. Now, from now onwards, I will stay in your house for lifelong. No, I don't mean that. See, we respect sun. Why? Because he comes and goes. Do we respect space? Always available. See, friends. Similarly, we don't respect the divinity that we are. We respect issues, health, problem. We respect them because they come and go. The one which is eternally with us, our own being, we have forgotten. And because of that we suffer. So, yad yogena tade veti vadamo jnana siddhaye yogaha prokta vivekena jnanam kim nopajayate. Therefore, yoga is meant only for purification of the mind. And with that purified mind alone, the direct knowledge, vivekena jnanam kim na upajayate. So first of all, the instrument by which you are working, that instrument should be perfect. Then through the perfect instrument only, the right knowledge can take place. See? Like if I remove my glasses, I will be seeing you all as a collage. But when I put the glasses, immediately you are separately seen. So right instrument is required. And what is the right instrument for knowing the self? Sattva. Mind should be at peace and happy. See? Nasti buddhi ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayatta shantihi, ashantasya kutas sukham. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Ayukta means dumb. He is intelligent, but he doesn't know where to apply the intelligence and make the best use of one's life. That he doesn't know. Second thing, nachayuktasya bhavana. And the second type is, nor he has the bhavana. What is the bhavana? We all suffer because of self-pity. See, we should not have pity on anybody. If you have to have love, not pity. Pity, self-pity or pity on anybody is the highest crime on the spiritual path. Arjuna says in the second chapter, Karpanya doshoppahata svabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yasreyasyat nishchitam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. Karpanya dosha is the self-pity. See, because of that self-pity, apata svabhavaha, I have forgotten my real nature. Therefore, let us not have the wrong understanding of spiritual life. That दासो हम दासों के चप्पल के कण का कण चक्कू. वो दास है कि डांस है? दासों हम दासों के दासों. Humility is not becoming pathetic. Remain cheerful and happy. That is important. So, yoga prokta, yoga is meant for making our mind available to the knowledge. If the instrument is not right, knowledge cannot be right. In somebody's house, a new girl came after marriage. So, she was bringing tea for me. So, she was introduced by her father-in-law. Swamiji, she is my son's wife, recently married, only 2 months before, and please bless her. So I asked, I was doing something with my eye. I said, hey, you said one marriage you got 2 daughter-in-laws? When you press it, 2 daughter-in-laws were seen. 2 daughter-in-laws have come. Because when you press your eyeball, you see one has 2. That girl was, for a change, smart. She said, Swamiji, one for you, one for you. See how beautiful it is. Instrument has to be perfect. If instrument is not perfect, you cannot achieve anything in life. See? So what is the perfect instrument on the spiritual path? Our mind. And what is the perfection aspect of the mind? Use sense organs, prana shakti, mind and intellect in such a manner that we are not enslaved and entangled in them. See? How important it is. In where? Probably South Africa. They were having the surfing on the sea. So there is a big balloon, kind of half balloon. And that teacher was teaching that man, now I am holding it, don't worry. Now you hold it, okay? And by then it so happened that this teacher's hand slipped. And this fellow, Arey bachao, arey bachao, arey bachao. He didn't know what to do. See, friends, we have to do ourselves. Nobody can do it. There is no proxy on the spiritual path. So, yoga proktaha, then vivekena jnanam bhavati. Therefore, yoga is necessary, but it is the means. You go for shopping, purchase the vegetables. If you go early morning for vegetable shopping, you get fresh, very good one. You go in the evening, you get leftover. See? We must know when to go for shopping. We go in the old evening like that. आजकल सब्जी ठीक नहीं मिलती. Therefore, we have to recognize the time in our life. Now, if you are decided that this is the destination, don't worry about the world. All those people who say, Swamiji, actually I don't want to get married, but my mother is forcing me, what should I do? I said, tell her to get married once more. We have to learn to make decisions in our life. See, we don't learn to make decisions. And then we regret. No. So, yoga proktaha vivekena. So, when your mind is pure, sattvic, then you know. If you want to achieve success in the world, nothing wrong. Do perfectly. Don't have regrets in life. Then, jnanam ki na upajayate. So, with this purified mind, knowledge will happen. Yat Sankhe prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate iti smrutam phalaikatvam yoginam cha vivekinam. In the 5th chapter Bhagavad Gita, same thing I just now told. Yat Sankhe prapyate sthanam tad yogaihi api gamyate. Then what is attained through knowledge, the same is also attained through the yoga. Iti smrutam. This is what he told the Smriti in Bhagavad Gita. Phalaikatvam cha yoginam jnanina vivekinam. Therefore, don't bother about what path you are following. Focus attention. Is the destination clear or not? What is destination? Be happy. Once in our Prempuri ashram, many years before, there was some different function. So they called me. And because all of them know me. So introduction was different. Swamiji, today kindly tell something different than be happy, mauj mein raho, bahut sun liya. Because any topic given to you, you come back to be happy. Now tell something different. I made them miserable in 15 minutes so much. Swamiji, revert back. Do you have miseries less at home that here also you come for miseries? See? Somehow we have this funny notion. Spirituality means meek, miserable, frustrated. Kya ho gaya? Devotee of the God. See? Remain cheerful and happy. Therefore, yat sankhe prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate. Ekam sankyam cha yogam cha. Iti smrutam phalaikatvam yoginam cha vivekinam. And there is only one destination. Whatever you follow is not important. Have you reached your destination or not? But why these two paths? In US, in Chicago, Swami Vivekananda was asked, how come you people have so many gods, so many prayers and all that? See, ours is one day, one God, one book, easy. So Vivekananda said, yes, you are right. We wanted to create an army. So we got the dresses stitched, same dress. Put the soldier inside. If the dress is longer for him, pull his leg out. Second soldier, in the same size dress, put him inside. If his head is coming too much out, chop it off. Second. Every dress is individual fitting in the same manner. Spiritual practice is individually fitting. गधे घोड़े एक नहीं होते. Therefore, asadhya kasyachid yoga. For some people, yoga is impossible. I can tell you, I say myself, I cannot do yoga. How many times I tried, immediately the thought comes, it is making you more and more body identified. One of my colleagues, when we were studying, he was a perfect yogi. And always used to tell me, come on yaar, yoga karo, tum kyun nahi karte? Surya Namaskar karo. I said, you do it on my behalf, okay? I give you freedom. And then time passed, and then after about 25 years or so, he happened to meet me somewhere. He said, Arey, tu yahan kaisa? I said, I am just come here for a time pass. How are you? I said, Mauj mein hu. Any health issue? I said, no. No physical, no mental. Then, out of courtesy, I had to ask him, how are you? What to tell you, our lungs are full of water. Every time I had to go and pump it out. And then I had to go and do the kidney problem, Back is gone. I can't sit straight. Why this is happening to me? Yoga. Because you did yoga. Friends, this phone that any one of us buys, factory settings, perfect phone. Isn't it? Then so many apps are free. Download. And this device has got its own limitations. But because it is free, keep on downloading. And then one day the phone hangs. कहाँ हो गया? चलता नहीं. So what we are told, don't become panicky. See, go to the settings, click on this. Now scroll down, now you will get options. Restore factory settings, click that. And then when you click, there are two options. All data will be erased. Yes, no. You say yes, yes. Now restart. It's working. So let me call you. Oh, your number is gone. Restart. See, friends, you can learn spiritual life in and through every single experience. See, if we cannot learn from our experiences, even God cannot teach us. And if we learn from our experiences, even God cannot stop us. Therefore, asadhya kasyachid yoga. Some of us are not designed to do yoga. See? Then kasyachid jnana nishchaya. And some of them are very much at home in studying the scriptures, in deciphering the sentences, in doing the things, in learning, in inquiring. They are very much at home with that. See? Itham vicharya, thus thinking, margo dvau jagada parameshvaraha. Therefore, Bhagavan Sri Krishna told two paths. Those who are qualified for yoga, go on doing yoga. Those who are qualified for knowledge, go on doing knowledge. Now both of them come together. Yoga is done so that the mind remains sattvic. For that, normally we complain about the mind. Stop complaining about the mind. Then define what is a disturbed mind. Have we ever defined what is a disturbed mind? We only say, hey, mind is disturbed. Come on, define. You go to the doctor. Doctor Sahab, what happened to you? I don't know. वो उधर पागल खाना है, वहाँ जाओ. See? You simply say, mind is disturbed. Kindly define what is the meaning of disturbed mind. Then we don't talk about. Because we don't learn from our experiences. The highest spiritual practice is learn from our every single experience. Then you are in tune with the Guru 24/7. See? So disturbed mind is what? Disturbed mind is the mind runs either from one place to another place. Swamiji, earlier our lectures were in the Prempuri ashram. Now they are here. Why? Mind is running from the place. See? Is it there you are understanding and here you don't understand? No. Both the places don't understand. So where is the problem? See? Or else the time. See? I remember, Swamiji, I am coming to listen to you for last 25 years. कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा. आप में, अच्छा, I was in you. See? Either we run in places, or the mind runs in time, or the mind runs in objects or things or beings. Arrest the running of the mind from time, object and space. This is the last part of yoga. First, by dharana, try to fix the mind in one place for a longer period of time. And don't keep it on your forehead. Keep it in your heart, spiritual heart. Just sit quiet. You want to do now? Try. Listen to your heartbeats. Stop. Did you have this problem? Mind is running here and there. Because when you were listening to heartbeats, your mind was fixed in a place. What does it mean? It means wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. So wherever is this. This is called as dharana abhyas. Then the dhyana. Only one object in one place. So again, go back, listen to your heartbeats in your ears. Stop. So, now the mind is tied down to the object, heartbeats, place, ears. In dharana, dhyan. Now third more parameter. When the mind is nailed without going to sleep. So, listen to your heartbeats in your heart for a longer period of time. This is called samadhi. So, fixing the mind in a place, dharana, in an object, dhyan, and for longer time, samadhi. When our mind is able to be controlled from these three parameters, it is called as sayyama. Sayyama means mind is 100% under our control, and such a controlled mind has got all the divine siddhis inherited. They don't come from outside. See? If two stones are found, you start polishing them. One was a diamond, it will start shining. Other was a stone, it will continue to be a stone. In the same manner, the inherent potentiality is fully manifested in the mind when the mind is integrated. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. देखो संतो, असाध्य कस्यचिद योगः कस्यचिद ज्ञान निश्चयः. And some are not able to study, understand, focus attention, only physical. You will see those who are yoga student, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, 8. Thereafter comes Sayyama. Trayam ekatra Sayyamaha. So we start from the Yama and conclude in the Sayyama. But the Sayyama aspect is dropped. After the Sayyama is attained, then only in the third pada, Vibhuti is, the Siddhis start manifesting. And that quality of the mind is required for Jnana Nishchaya, to recognize one's divine nature, where operation of any known means of knowledge is prohibited. And it is not a gain to become extraordinary. To summarize in 2 words, non-specific being attained without operation of any known means of knowledge. Ittam vicharya margodvau jagada parameshvaraha. Therefore, knowledge is not against yoga. Yoge ko atishaya titra jnana muktam samam dayoho raga dveshadya bhavascha tayo yoga yogi vivekanoho. Therefore, let us not have the wrong notion. Those who are the yogi, they always make fun of the jnani. Oh, ghatakash, patakash, matakash aa gaya. See? Yoga kaha atishaya? What is great in yoga? See? Atra jnana muktam samam dvayoho. Knowledge, experience for both of them is the same. What is that? Raga dvesha abhavasya tulya yogi vivekinoho. Therefore, a yogi, if he has got raga dvesha, likes and dislikes, then he is not a yogi. If a jnani has got likes and dislikes, he is not a jnani. Because yogi is functioning through the sattvic mind. Therefore, no comparison, no comments. And the jnani is, through the sattvic mind, he has attained oneness with the totality. No likes, no dislikes. Therefore, this knowledge, whether you attain through yoga or through karma or knowledge, is one and the same. Yaha priti vishayeshu asti preyan atmeti janataha kuto raga kuto dveshaha pratikulyam apashyataha. Na yaha priti vishayeshu asti preyan atmeti janataha. He who has discovered that we love ourselves the most, naturally his love for the worldly objects is reduced. A diabetic person has got always liking for the sugar. And when the doctors tell, you take 1 teaspoonful of sugar and arrange for your cremation because there is a big queue. Is it that bad? Yes. Okay, then I will give it up. One of my friend, he had a gangrene in his leg. So he called me, Swamiji, I am diabetic, my foot was hurt and I didn't care. Now it has become a gangrene and it has come up to calf muscles. Doctor is telling there is no option but to cut it. But I don't know what should I do. I say, cut it. But how can I cut my leg? Then cut the whole body. It will engulf your whole body. Gangrene will kill you. Oh God, is it that bad? Yes. Okay, Swamiji, because you are telling I am cutting low. You are obliging me or what? See, friends. So, ya priti visheshu asti preyan atmeti janata kuto ragaha kuto dveshaha. See, friends, when I know these objects are neither a source of happiness nor misery because I am rooted in myself, how there can be raga dvesha, Pratikulya apashtataha, no problem. Whatever things are happening, let it continue. Dehade pratikuleshu dveshastu tulyo dvayo api dvesham kurvanna yogi ched avivekapi tadrushaha. Now, dehade pratikuleshu dveshaha. If something is not suitable for our body, whether it's a knowledge person or a yogi, they don't like it because it is not suitable. For example, the milk doesn't suit my system. See? Therefore, I keep away. Once in a while, if I take it's okay. But if I repeat it, then it becomes a problem. So you may call it that I have got a hatred. You may call it, but I know what it is. Similarly, some people have got, say, non-compatibility with the things. Therefore, it is not dvesha, but they dislike it. Dvesham kurvanna yogi ched aviveka api tadrusha. If somebody is having hatred, then he is not a yogi. So is the case of the knowledge. Dvaitasya pratibhanam tu vyavahare dvayoho samam samaduneti chetadvan na advaita vivekinaha. See, in the Dvaitasya pradebhana natu vyavahare dvayo samam. In the waking experience, whether a yogi or a man of knowledge, they experience the duality. There is no option. But samadhav no iti chet. No, but in our yoga, in samadhi, there is no sense of otherness, there is no advaita, no advaita tattva vivekinaha. Similarly, those who are abiding in the truth, they will be experiencing the separateness, but they will not differentiate on any count. Like our tongue and the teeth, they are different. But we do not differentiate them because in every tooth and the tongue, I alone am. This is the experience of the wise. Therefore, do not get carried away by the superficial thing. Vivakshate tadasmabhihi advaitananda namake adhyayetu dvitiyetaha sarva api amangalam. So, now we will be talking in the next chapter that in the Advaitananda, Brahmananda, Advaitananda, then thereafter everything will be sorted out. Now be happy. Sada pashan nijanandam apashan akilam jagan artha yogi ti chetari suntushto vardatam. Suppose you say, no, but this is because of the yoga. Okay, we agree. If you are happy with that, we agree. It is because of the yoga. Don't go on fighting. Yoga is superior than other. Brahmananda Vidhe Granthe Mandanugrahi Siddhaye Ditiya Adhyay Etasmin Atmananda Vivechitaha. Manda Anugraha Siddhaye. Those who are body oriented yoga, for them we have finally concluded, okay Baba, yoga is great, continue. But come to know that ultimately you have to discover your essential nature. With this Brahmananda Atmananda we have completed. From tomorrow we'll start the 13th chapter where it is Brahmananda. We'll see it tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.